Hello everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to install a web server to a USB drive and then install UserApplePie version 3 to that web server. So first thing you want to do is make sure you got a USB drive that is formatted. You can name it whatever you want. I'm just going to go with this name here, USB web serve. So as long as it'll let me label it. Anyway, so as you can see, if we open that up, it's empty, which is perfect. And then we want to download the, let's see, we're going to use Xampp for Windows, and I imagine you can do it the same way with Linux. I'm running 64-bit, but I don't believe it'll make a big difference. I'm going to go ahead and use PHP 7 because that's what I've been working on keeping the UserApplePie updated for. And it's supposed to be a little faster. Anyway, so you download that. Let's save it. And then go ahead and show downloads. Okay. So that's downloading. Let's go ahead and open that. And the website is for the Xampp download is www.apachefriends.org/download. And it looks like you can get it for Apple too. Now I haven't tested it on Apple, so if you guys have any problems with that, please let me know so that I can better update UserApplePie to work better with it. Okay, so now that that's going, as you can see, it's still empty. Of course, I haven't installed anything yet. Welcome to the setup wizard. Hit next. I'm going to go ahead and install everything that's here. You definitely want PHP MyAdmin. That's nice. PHP, of course. Perl, MySQL. The FTP server and mail server, that's really up to you. There we go. So I'm just going to go with Apache, MySQL, PHP, and PHP MyAdmin, which is the basics. You can install anything else if you'd like to. That's up to you. Anyway. So now we'll select the folder, which would be our zip drive. And on my computer, that will be drive E. And we'll go ahead and make a new folder, call it web server, or www. And there it goes. So EWW. Next. I'm not worried about learning more about it. And we'll go ahead and install. Okay, so the install finally finished. It took a while. It took about 20 minutes actually. So now it's asking if I want to start the control panel, which yes I do. And it should open command prompt. So I'll just go ahead and hit finish. And as you can see, it put all kinds of goods in here. Let's see, language. I'm going to go with USA because I'm in the USA. Speak English. There we go. Well, it's supposed to open command prompt, but it did not. Anyway, we'll go ahead and continue with what we have. Basically what this is the control panel. So if you double click the Xampp control.exe, it should open this. And we got Apache, MySQL, FileZilla, Mercury, Tomcat, which we're only going to use Apache and MySQL. So we'll go ahead and just go ahead and start those. And let's see. Approve, allow access. And allow access. Okay, so we're both green, so we should be good to go. So now if we open the web browser and go to the local directory, we should get a website. The default website, which on this computer is 192.30. If we go there, it'll open up this website, which is good. That means it's working. So now we want to go ahead and install UserApplePie to that. Should be in htdocs, which I overlooked. Here we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and just clear this folder. And then the index file, open it up. See, it's got a redirect in there. Sends you to the dashboard. So we'll go ahead and just hello world here. Close that out. Now, if we open up the website and just go to the IP, hello world. Perfect. Okay. So now we want to get UserApplePie in here and working. So we'll go ahead and delete that. You can either download it from the website, but I'm going to use the most current version, which is always on the GitHub. Now, there may be bugs on this version. So the best way to do it is through the website itself, which is UserApplePie, and then go to downloads and download the latest version there. So we'll go ahead and download this, download zip, and I'm just going to open it. So it opens, and then we can go in here and we can just copy everything in this folder over to your htdocs. And it takes a moment. Okay. And it's not showing everything for some reason. Refresh it. Okay, everything is there. So I'm going to close that. Now, if you open up the web browser and go ahead and make this smaller. If you open up the web browser, it should not show, it'll show the directory. Okay. So what we want to do is configure Apache to open up the public folder for there. So the way we do that is we just open up the control panel. Sorry, I'm not used to doing it this way. And then we'll go to Apache config, and it should be in the httpd.config file. And then scroll on down. Until we find the htdocs right here. And then we will just /public /public. And we should be able to save that and restart Apache. So it's stopped, now we restart it. And it's started. So now if we refresh this window, we need to install Composer. Let's see. So we'll just go ahead and use the composer setup.exe and install Composer to this computer. Once you install UserApplePie using Composer to to this web server, it'll be good to go. The composer files will stay with the USB. You just need Composer to be able to install UserApplePie. So we'll go ahead and install that. Next, install. Okay, so once Composer is installed, we just open Command Prompt and then type in Composer. Oops. Just make sure you spell it right. Let's see. Make this window a little bigger. So if we scroll up, you see Composer here, so that means it's working. And then we will go to, we have to change over to the or your USB drive, which mine is E, www.ht. So we need to get into this directory through the command prompt. And to do that, we're just going to type in E. Now we're in there, so cd www cd ht. Alright, so if we, oops, used to Linux there. So if we do the directory command, it'll show us all those files that we see in this window here. So now all we have to do is Composer install. So now it's actually going to update it with the GitHub, just in case, and install the Composer files that are required to be able to run UserApplePie, which takes a moment. And also download Symfony and all that good stuff, everything required. And then once it's done, we should be able to go back into our browser and open up the local directory. Let's see, are we done? It says it's done. So now we should be able to go to the local directory, and it shows our installation page. However, I'm showing an error has occurred and has been reported. So to see what that is, we go into app and then logs and error.log. And let's see, there's an error in step 1. So on line 184. So I guess that's something I need to work on. Let's see. Oh, it's been a while since I've done this. Step 1, 184. Oh, okay, I see. I will post a fix for that. Another user sent me that fix, and I did not notice that. So now I should be able to refresh it. It still gives me an error. So let's see what it is this time. It's still showing the thing. What am I missing? Oh, okay. Right there. Okay, I will fix that in the update. Voila! Everything says it's good to go. PHP 5 or greater, MySQL database, URL rewrite, PHP info, folders are all writable, install location, which is correct. Everything above looks good. Let's go on to the next step. So we can set the title, UAP on USB, and we will just type in the local. database name, UAP. Let's do USB. Root. I don't know what the root password is. We'll go ahead and check that real quick. We should be able to go into PHP myadmin, so that would be, let's just do localhost. So if we go localhost PHP myadmin, should work. There it goes. Okay. I imagine it does not have a password. Yeah, it has no password. So make sure you set up a password. And when you install, you update it in the config file and or in this file. So UAP USB localhost. Make sure you have a trailing slash. I think I have a check in there for it, but I don't remember. Database name, we'll go UAP underscore USB UAP for the username, password blank, prefix UAP3 underscore. Make sure you put that underscore in there. Site email settings, I'm going to go ahead and just skip that, and I'm going to skip the Google reCAPTCHA. So we should be able to update that. Now I just realized that the password's probably not going to go through because it's always going to want to keep something in there, and if it's empty it won't work. So make sure you put a password or update your password in MySQL or PHP myadmin, however you want to do it. Just Google it and you'll figure it out pretty easily. But the workaround for that, to just be able to use it without a password in this case, just open your config.example.php, scroll down till you see database password. Just remove that and then save it and then close that file. And we'll just go ahead and just put in step 3. I had an issue, so it's not showing a link for it, but we'll just go ahead and go to step 3. Now it's going to go ahead and import data to the database. Now it's wanting to put in or upload to database name UAP USB. Now if you haven't created that database, it's not going to work. So we'll go back, open up your PHP myadmin, and just go to databases, and then create a new database, UAP USB. Now you can name that whatever you like. This is just for testing purposes. So now if I retry it, if I try step 3 again and import data, oh, okay, user. I gotta make sure to update the user, which in this case should be root. Scroll down, database, so we'll just type in root. Okay, so we got root as the user and blank password. There is no password. So we'll go back to step 3, import data, done. Move on to step 4. Everything's good to go. Save and finalize installation. And now it says that we're done. Click and enjoy. And UserApplePie is now updated. Now remember, the first person to register is automatically the administrator. So make sure you register first before you go too far. So we'll just say admin, and then password admin. Oh, password can't be the same. So we'll just say password someone at somewhere.net and say you're not a robot and register. And then now we can log in as admin, password.